even here.
Okay.
So I was wrong about the diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
I just did some Googling for this motherboard.
Yeah.
Guess how old it is?
I don't even want to know how. 10 years?
It's a 9-year-old motherboard.
Oh my god.
Okay. So it's due. Either the CPU or the motherboard is the problem. It essentially won't stay on. I tried swapping out the memory, which is why I only have one physically installed. This is my personal test bench power supply, so we know that's not the problem. It was behaving identical to with your drive.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, with your motherboard, CPU, and RAM module, it all comes down to one of those parts, but I already know it's not the RAM module because I swapped out one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So your motherboard is basically needing a good replacement, which means at this point, you really ought to replace everything.
Yeah.
So that's where you stand. So technically speaking, your drive is probably fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good.
and I don't know what you know about the history of this drive, but it looks like someone had Linux on this one you brought me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because as soon as I got it to boot, for only a few seconds, it showed me a bash command.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so I don't know what's on it still at this point, because I was busy diagnosing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you turn it on, it just will not stay on, no matter what. You said
Alright.
you basically, when the machine was here, it's the first time you couldn't get it to stay on.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, maybe in being jostled around that changed the dynamics.
Mm.
But at this point, so what I'm seeing here is a blinking power light, and it was doing the same thing with your power supply.
Yeah.
And I already know with confidence my power supply works.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the motherboard.
Okay.
So at this point, yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's due. It's a 9-year-old machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what CPU's in there, but it's time to
I think
move
it's
on.
like an i7.
Oh, there's your video card. That's the other thing I eliminated to be not part of the problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So technically, that potentially is fine.
Mm.
So I don't even know what video card this is. It's hard, but anything with DVI, which is this cable here,
Yeah.
or in this case, your motherboard also has VGA.
Yeah.
That's even the older video technology.
Right.
So what I did is I used that technology to this monitor to bypass this thing.
Mm.
Now, technically, well, actually, this your CPU did have graphics support because I was able to get CPU power, but I won't overcomplicate the conversation. But that's pretty much it. Your motherboard is the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want, let me at least put this back together. I wanted to be able to point to exactly what I messed with. It'll take me another 5 minutes to put it back together.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
For sure.
But that's really, I mean, I was kind of excited about it being that simple problem, but then when I should have been more inquisitive about the fact that it wouldn't stay on, and then when I noticed I was getting multiple different video blue screens, I wasn't getting the same one every time either. That kind of kept leading me back to the motherboard. So, unfortunately, it's time to upgrade.
Yeah. Dang.
So save your pennies, put it into a new machine.
Yeah. So you think the CPU might need to be?
Well, at this point, it's a 9-year-old CPU also,
Oh my god.
so you're not going to find a modern motherboard.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know what CPU that is.
Mm.
You're just going to want to get a combo, get a
Okay.
CPU and a motherboard together.
Yeah.
Most motherboards take DDR4. PC Per is another website I like to send people for combos.
Mm.
If you just go there, they have like a what's called a hardware leaderboard.
Yeah.
So they've already tried and true to a lot of hardware,
Mm-hmm.
and they got a small, medium, and large option. So if you only want to spend $600 on a gaming machine, you can spend as little as $600.
Yeah.
Or if you want to spend $6,000, they have that option too.
Yeah.
So, and then just pick and choose your case. This case potentially is still recyclable. You can use this case for another machine. That's not any part of your issue today. So, but yeah, I was able to reproduce the issue with more confidence. Who is that?
Who is that?
Oh, it's you.
It's Tater Tot.
Yeah. Okay, so,
You need a video camera on this side
Yeah.
and a monitor on this side.
yeah,
So you can see, but they can't.
uh-huh.
Tater Tot.
Okay.
Tater Tot.
Oh, is he in the way?
No, not one bit. Even if Tater was in my way, Tater's not in my way.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now he's in my way. I'm
Okay,
just
so
kidding.
now that you got your own, oh no, I accidentally plugged my own power supply back in. Plug your power supply back in. Oh, it's got that. Interesting, yeah. Oh yeah, technically your power supply is probably not the problem either.
Yeah.
That was the other. So theoretically, if you were on a tight budget, you could recycle the power supply. Although, if you want to go get a gaming, oh, it's an 800. It's fairly powerful. Good. Actually, no, this is thermal tape. Yeah, I saw the colors. I thought they were the same model. All right. So yeah. Okay. So I guess I can put your video card back in. Oh, that's why I did it in that order. I can't plug the motherboard in until I put the video card in. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Okay, so that's good. 9-year-old computer needs to be retired.
Yeah. I just think I need to get a new case, everything too.
I would probably recommend it. I mean, technically no, but it is a less expensive case. And if you want a lot of room to work,
Yeah.
just get a big obnoxious case so that you can do well with your cooling. And actually, this case is fairly usable because if you wanted to go with water cooling, it's ready to accept the water cooling.
Mm.
So if you wanted to go that route, it's ready to go there. But I mean, any decent case is going to be somewhere around $100.
Right.
So you can pick and choose your parts if you really want to. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, we gotta screw that in. I don't know if it's. There we go. Let me screw the video card back in before I get to. Ah, there we go. This thing had a lot of thumb screws.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous.
Let's see here. Well, the thumb screws for the video card are almost unusable without a screwdriver.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I noticed. So I saw the thumb screws and realized my thumbs were too big. Cool. May as well plug it in one more time just to see if it does anything new. But I wouldn't expect reliability even if it did randomly boot. Do you have anything of value on that mechanical drive?
Don't think so.
I just noticed it was there. Okay, so we know that's my hardware here. We don't need that. Okay. And that's plugged in right there. It's plugged in right here. Let's try to turn it on one more time just to see. Oh, now it doesn't want to turn on. No, everything's plugged in. That's weird. Did we finally kill the motherboard? Weird. Oh, let's try this. Did I not plug the video card back in? Let's see. trying to make it so that it's at least. Oh, that's what happened. My adapter came loose. Let's now do it. Okay, so now it at least turns on. So now I got it back to where it was when you brought it in. That's essentially why I wanted to put it all back together, and that you were left with one piece and not a box full of pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do this. Right now I got the VGA plugged into the motherboard. Oh, you know what? Sometimes if the HDMI didn't get plugged in time, that'll cause issues. And I don't think I plugged the original drive in. Oh, I got the drive you handed me plugged in. Here, so this technically is still usable.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes. I mean, it might have its random issues, but not related to today's problems.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I noticed, one of your SATA cables here
Mm-hmm.
is bad. It's physically broken.
Oh yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah, one of them is messed up.
Yeah. Got it. I wondered. Okay, so yeah, I still think that's a crucial. I can't tell without pulling it out. Let's plug this in. 60 bucks. All right. Okay. Turn that on. And there we go. So theoretically, this is our a working computer.
Yeah.
If everything is plugged in as it should be. Yeah, see now it's not even seeing the drive. That's weird. Oh, I wonder, so I technically, because I didn't want to accidentally erase anything on the mechanical drive, I have unplugged it. Is there a chance Windows is on your mechanical drive?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, okay, because that's backwards, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well then that would explain that. Let's plug the mechanical drive back in. Yeah, you're supposed to put the Windows copy on the SSD for speed.
Yeah, I've been meaning to, but I
Right.
couldn't really figure it out. And then
It's all right.
This happens.
It's all right. That's what I was gonna do. Oh, why am I having trouble plugging the? That's not the bad one. Good. So yeah, these days SSDs are so inexpensive. You almost don't need to mess with the mechanical drive anymore.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Now let's try this. Okay, drum roll. Okay, so it's trying to boot. No, it's gonna give us an error. Again, your mechanical drive is probably fine even. Hey, it's still booting. Well, that's interesting.
Just hope it's fixed immediately.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's a joke, but sometimes just jostling things around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because
honestly what I was thinking of doing before. Like, I might just take everything apart, put it together, and hope it works.
sometimes that does do it. I mean, mechanics go through that issue. You get variables of expansion and contraction with the temperature changes and the humidity changes.
Mm-hmm.
So now, okay, now this is where it crashes, and now it's going to give us a blue screen that we don't even know which blue screen we're going to get right now.
Yeah.
And then we're up a creek. So this is where it gets predictable.
Yeah.
That's what we see on YouTube if you went live.
Oh, nice.
You'll be able to see me struggle with your machine if you want to go on my channel.
Yeah,
So there we
I'll
go.
check it out. Yeah.
So this is our random unpredictable error, uncorrectable error. So there we are. It's in the same position it was when you brought it.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, you just close it up and put your pennies together, spend your money where you want.
Yeah.
I don't know, are you a gamer at all?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, well, you have a gaming hardware video card, but again, it's also a dated card.
Yeah.
So-
And, most of these parts my friend gave me from like.
So it's all
his
pieced
old
together.
computer.
Got it.
Yeah. So
All right.
that was like the main reason I was building it, because he was like, "Oh, you only have to spend like $200." I was
Right.
like, all right, might as well. And it worked for like 2 years, so.
Hey, you got 2 years out of it, and it actually was powerful enough to do what you do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so be it. But yeah, if you were a gamer, this would be way less hardware than you needed.
Oh yeah, I don't really do crazy stuff.
Okay, let's not snap any more connectors off. Just want to make sure. Okay, so these two screws can go right here. Come on. The holes aren't aligning, that's annoying. That's a little frustrating. Oh, there we are. There. Really annoying. I don't think I've got it on straight. Let's see if that does it. Well, that looks a little bit better. That feels better. I don't think I had that on straight. Alright, that's good.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
do you have any sort of microphone that you're not using that's easily accessible?
What kind of microphone? It's all XLR. Your computer's not going to be able to use it.
USB or quarter inch.
Well, I had a USB one floating around that looked professional, but I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it since we
You haven't
moved.
seen it since here, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't. I saw it. It got thrown away at the other place.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was trying to save it too.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it got thrown away. I got confused.
It was just a little $40 or $50 better than tiny.
I bought a set of a headphone and microphone in it.
Yeah.
Has a single jack out. I need two for a computer. I
Mm.
need the audio and the thing to be separate.
Yep.
So it came with a little deal and I can't find it.
Yeah.
So now I'm just bummed out. And every single time I find one of these IR transmitters,
Yeah.
I keep thinking, oh, here, I found one.
Those
Okay.
won't work. They need amplification. You can't plug one of those in to a
No
computer.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about every time I see the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's I'm not going to talk into an IR.
All right. Let's see here.
Uh-oh.
You're not going to find what you need in there.
This is super IR. I know.
Oh, this case is not straight. Oh, there we are.
Yeah, the case is kind of annoying.
The case. Well, that's the thing. When you pay more for a case, you're going to get thicker metal.
Yeah.
This thinner metal is going to tweak a little bit.
Yeah.
It's all right. Now you have a complete system. There we go. Physically in one piece, I mean. All right, let's just call it a half hour.
Sure.
And if you want help, you can give me a call. If you
Yeah,
think you got it.
I'll have to see.
Well, I mean, obviously you got
Price
yourself to
everything.
this point, so if you build yourself a new computer, you won't necessarily need me.
Yeah,
But if you want to do that here anyway, that's also an option.
for sure.
So there we go.
Cool.
All right.
Alright.
Let's see. Where's my phone? Got it. Okay, let me turn this off so we're no longer live.